professionals here, BetBoom team and Shopify Rebellion, ready to demonstrate what you can do on this patch. A lot of the heroes kind of similar. The one that obviously sticks out the most, it's Pure, bringing in this carry Pudge with this brand new facet. That can, as I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. You rot. Whilst you're rotting, your damage is going to go up. Your right-click damage, that is. So we're going to potentially see some interesting right-click build here from Pure on his Pudge.
It is a Pure classic, though. So
he loves the carry Pudge.
I think he was one of the first players that actually started playing it back when it became a bit more meta. And I think the other big thing is the map changes. There's a lot of rivers. There's some new neutral creeps. We got some like frogs or fish around. Look at this movement speed from the Wisp. He's going down the river.
Zoom in. Good luck catching him.
It's so silly.
Lots of things to watch out for. We'll do our best to keep you viewers informed in what exactly it is that you're seeing at all the moments with all the different stuff going on. So we'll try our best to keep you up to scratch with those. So don't worry if you didn't spend all last night reading the complete patch notes. We'll try and keep you covered here.
I think most heroes in this game don't have any massive changes. I think the biggest changes are just Pudge, I want to say. Everyone else is pretty much the same. So it should be that crazy out there with the heroes. The other big thing is the neutral items, which I think the panel talked about. But that's a bit hard to follow. And, you know, we'll get there when we get there. So, interesting to see this top lane. How Pure plays it. Because I think usually in the past they played it. Ooh, there's a hook.
Oh. And well, Pure's the one that has to be a bit careful there. Still at this stage of the game, even with the Aya backing him up. Pure a bit squishy as the Pudge. So definitely could get pressured under the tower. I mean, see them stepping forward here, Shopify Rebellion. It is a little scary, it feels like, the lane at least for the Pudge Aya on the first level or so. Oh, unless they hit hooks like that. There we go. Never mind, Pure. Beautiful hook. And he's going to be able to run down Hellscream as well. There we have it.
Double kill.
Easy kills here for the Pudge safe lane. Well, assist. It actually ends up, you know, the kills. Yeah. He doesn't get the last hit on them. But still, easy stuff there for Pure, hitting those hooks. Meanwhile, in the mid, Pudge living on the edge of his life here.
He doesn't even have the bottle coming. This is bad for him.
Yeah, he's got to be a bit careful.
Big change with Ember. He got nerfed so that it's now 2 chains instead of 3. So I think actually people are going to go back towards the Flame Guard because Flame Guard also got buffed. And something else really cool with this top lane is that there is a new item bought by Hellscream, which is the Orb of Frost. It's just a better version of Orb of Venom, kind of. Because it doesn't matter whether the user is ranged or melee, it only matters what they're hitting. So a lot of these ranged position 4s might just buy this now to kite, which is pretty cool. I think it's very interesting. And then they can eventually buy a Scotty, so maybe Hellscream Scotty.
Temptation's always there when you got it in your inventory.
Yeah.
Just need a
That's what you
few
said
thousand
today.
gold on top of it. I think it was Sheev that said that.
That's Sheev said, okay.
She was like, well, might as well get that. Maybe it was fair. I don't know. Somebody in the stack was talking about the temptation.
You have to buy the Scotty.
So, you know, once you got that first bit, you're basically halfway there.
Yeah, Mira has one too, on the Abaddon.
Now, we're interested to see which of these items do sort of become standard as part of some of these heroes starting builds. We'll see it down on the bottom lane. Trying to go for Yamato.
Walk inside.
He's standing his ground here pretty good. But ends up dying first. So Save will get the kill against Yamato. Mira does die in return.
I think that was actually a patch day issue because if Mira walked into the Lotus, it would have stopped the channel. And Yamato wouldn't have picked up that Lotus.
Top lane. I mean, Pure and Kataomi, they're starting being able to sort of dive in underneath the towers. Hellscream's going to come up towards this.
So is a healing Lotus.
And try and focus down Kataomi, but Pure can turn towards him with that rock going. Burning at the right click. Easy hook. Another kill for the two of them up here on the safe lane duo, Pure and Kataomi. I mean, they might get dive. Oh, just out at the rock range.
They got him now.
They're in on top of him. Is there anybody coming to help him? TP's coming in.
Oh.
Cast is getting slowly right-clicked down by Kataomi.
He's dying to the tower.
Hit the hook. Easy.
He's going to tether out.
We have it. Pure and Kataomi survived. They're getting away with a hell of a lot up here. 2-0-2 already on the carry Pudge.
That's not what we want to see. That's 3 stacks of Flesh Sheep already because I think he missed out the very first blood, but still, amazing game from Pure so far. If he hits this hook, low creep block.
Attempts for it there, but not quite able to get the angle around it. Hellscream stays safe. It's mid lane. Still that little bit of an edge here for GPK. 25-6 against the 20-for-3.
He's pressuring him. He might go for this.
I think with the next slight, I wouldn't have been quite enough. Water rune at the ready there for Pudge.
A bit risky to dive.
Bottom lane, Yamato. He's in trouble.
30 health?
They're surely going to have him. They'll find him. So causing chaos on the side lanes here. BetBoom team, a beautiful dead shot brings Scam back into the clutches of Miro. Both of these lanes starting to really rack up the early kills here. 7 for 2.
Yeah, that's one thing patches don't really change is how good a team is at laning. And BetBoom historically has been one of the best teams at laning, I would say. So kind of showing that right now. New patch, you know, not really much changes in 7 and 2.
Yeah, we'll see now and how much they want to hit up the jungle, of course, just to keep you... Oh, hold that thought, because top lane, they might get another chance to try and go for a play. Cards and Hellscream, they're going to try and stand their ground against Pure and Katomi. So they have to be careful how close they get to him, and the hook comes in from Pure. He can't chase this down, though. The right click from Katomi will be enough to finish off Hellscream. Scam's turned up to the top lane, but not in time to be able to save the Willow or turn and be able to threaten Pure or Katomi as the Pudge IO combo continues to have a very, very flawless start.
That was even with the Warlock coming. So third hero arriving. We're going to see this Lotus fight. It's not really a fight anymore. Basically how it works now is it's a channel by just standing in the circle. But if enemy heroes are there, you can't channel it. Which is the same way for the XP rune. XP Shrine, I guess now it's called.
And Yamato, this time he'll win the trade. Meanwhile, at top lane, they just chased Pakaz all the way down. I mean, he's dead again. He's not having fun up here. And now with the chains connection, it's going to be the setup for Pure to move forward, get over towards Scam, look for the hook, not going to find it, but still just kill after kill after kill for BetBoom in this early game.
Yeah, these lanes are going really well for BetBoom. I'm actually surprised Yamato was able to solo kill Miro. That's really good for his game. Giving him a nice, like, he's already second in net worth just because of that one kill. So his game's good, but the other two cores are kind of struggling, especially Pakaz, I would say. 0 and 3 on Beastmaster. Not really where you want to be. And it was a pretty early pick Beast, so somewhat to be expected.
He's got Pure by his side, so we'll be able to tether across. Gets away from the three of them. Pudge is going to use the Rolling Thunder. They really want to get a kill, and they should get Katomi. No escape for him. Meanwhile, on the other side, Yamato is going to be able to get himself back up to full HP there with the Sunder.
He stole the Wisdom.
Have the TP out.
So that is crazy that he stole the Wisdom. I didn't see what happened there, but they try to remove stealing Wisdoms and stealing Lotuses from the game. And they can't stop Yamato. All right, big thing. We got the neutrals coming out.
Okay.
New change.
Yeah.
Instead of an RNG to drop, you have to get Mad Stones. So every time
Mad Stone.
A neutral camp is fully cleared, it drops 3 Mad Stones. So the guy who clears it gets 2, and one of your random 4 teammates gets 1. So now as a support, you kind of yell at your cores for not jungling enough. Yeah. Even more so than the last patch. And then there's this whole customized Build-A-Bear where you kind of pick your 2 different options for neutral items. So I'm pretty interested to see what players do. Hopefully it's exciting.
I wonder if do we get to see what the players Build-A-Bear in the spectator?
Like the options are?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think they added that with the changes? Nah.
In the last patch? We do. Oh, really?
Oh, we do. Oh, we'll have to look out for that then when one of them's got the full 5 out of 5 and they're ready to do some crafting.
Because yeah, last patch you could never see, even in replays, you couldn't see the like 5 options. So I was always hoping that they would change that so it'd be easier to watch what players wanted to do.
Well, there we go. I think we might have got our wishes. We'll be able to see in a bit. But for now, we're going to have to watch Yamato getting chased down by Miro. He's getting back up.
They're TPing in. Yopaj is going to be here. Miro can skill the ult, so he's not in too much danger.
That might need to here. Yopaj is going to set up onto him with the Rolling Thunder. As the borrowed time, they can continue to keep him controlled with these good angles that Yopaj is hitting.
Has
but
another
silence
shield.
is out and backups him from GPK. Miro stands his ground with the Aphotic Shield, but the Fatal Bonds gets laid down upon him. He will go down. Save. Having a run. No further catch potential here from Shopify, so he'll get out of there. Getting a bit of revenge here, Yamato, finding these opportunities to take Miro down a few times now.
I'm watching Pure. He sees an Ancient stack from that Beastmaster has, and it has the Prowlers. So the Prowlers are back.
Oh, yeah. I remember them.
Let's see, save? Save is fine. Right?
Never refuse good.
Oh,
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. But yeah, Prowlers are an ancient creep. They used to be in the game for, I think, about a year they were in the game.
was it a year? I feel like it wasn't
Is
even
less?
that long.
Maybe it was
Yeah.
less. And they're the ancient creep that you don't want to kill because it'll actually kill you farming ancients. So ancient stack's a bit nerfed.
Cars. I'm gonna try for this with the
I
raw.
think he's
but
fine. Good relocate.
I'll be able to take him out.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh, you can. So if you click, you can see their options. This is Pierre's options right now.
All right. So what's he gonna go for? I imagine he's gonna be going for the either the
Probably-
attack speed or the damage, and either the spark of courage or the orb. Surely.
Yeah, I would go Spark or Courage and
Yep.
maybe even the health.
It is a lot of health, bro. 125 health
125.
feels kind of good. He's going to be able to set up the player with dismember. Skem's going to have to drop the golem down to hold back both of them. Yeah.
He stills the hook.
It's the curse crown upon him, but do Shopify Rebellion have the damage? They do definitely have to be a bit careful of the hook potential, but they're able to take him down safely without him getting a single chance to pop it out. So indeed, he takes the spark of courage.
He took it with tough though. With that is plus
the
5
health?
damage. No, damage.
Over the damage. Yeah.
So maybe he would have lived with 125 health.
Dude, he actually,
might have lived.
Maybe he would have got the hook off. Probably
May-
still had died, but maybe he's getting someone in under the tower. But it's these little choices that absolutely matter what you go for. And he was the first on the squad that was able to get their tier 1 neutral online. Back up on top. Mira's turned up.
Kind of ham.
He's got Kataomi back by his side, so... Oh, with borrowed time popped. We'll see what Yamato goes for on his
This
side of things.
golem
We've
is
got
still just doing so much damage on top.
lane. Yeah, Mira.
Okay.
He's actually just able to stand his ground, take down Hellscream.
And now maybe even Pekaz are going.
Mira's still pretty low. He's going to have another shield
GPK
in a
showed up.
second.
Ooh.
Okay, never mind. He just dies to the axis. Pekaz, he's got the roar back up. Turns over towards save.
Pekaz is back.
Yeah, they're grouping up nicely here. Shopify Rebellion at the top. Now GPK, he still wants to try and turn up for this fight, despite the fact they're down 2 heroes on BetBoom. I don't know how much he can do here on his own. No Pudge. And GPK, what's the plan? He's trusting in Kataomi. Comes in with the tether. A sleight of fist there, able to dodge the axes, but the Rolling Thunder's up. Yo, Pudge. Very low himself. We see Pure get the dismember down on towards Pekaz. They kill Pekaz off, and the bait from GPK ends up working. Keeps Shopify Rebellion in the area and interested, and allows them to set up for Pure to get involved in another kill.
It was pretty. I think overall it's not that worse for Shopify because Pekaz is getting a game off of this. He's getting back his kills. He's second in net worth. After that laning stage, I think it wouldn't be surprising to see him all the way at the bottom, but good for Pekaz. He's doing good. All right, tough Orb of Destruction crafted by Pudge. This is so fun.
I imagine what for most calls the plus damage is going to be the one you want to take early if you get it.
Tomato took a Brawny Mana Drop.
A
So he's
what?
got Brawny Mana Drop.
And what does this do?
It's kind of like a Clarity.
Okay.
Or a bottle, I guess, but purely for mana, and then he got the HP. What else we got? Oh, we got the Polywog Charm on Hellscream Dark
And what
Willow.
does that do? The Polywog Charm.
It's you increase their HP regen by 8, so it's kind of like giving a tango to someone or yourself. And then if they're in water, they're faster. And then you got 15% or plus 15 movement speed. That's about it for the exciting ones.
So basically, well, there's a couple of tier 1 neutrals, one that's good for your health, one that's good for your mana.
Yeah. It's basically now you pick one part stats and one part little buff. Usually they're passives. I don't know if there's many neutrals that are actives, but there's a couple active ones still in each tier.
BetBoom team, overall, still very close on the numbers this game. They had that little bit of an edge in the lanes, but Shopify made some great moves up top. Able to get Pekaz back in a good position, especially when you consider how tough of a lane Pekaz was having in that first sort of 5 minutes of play as back-to-back deaths. But now, second highest in the net worth, ready to lead the charge on taking down these tier 1 towers. So good map pressure here from Shopify.
Yep, Shopify's... They're hitting their timings now. It's the Helm of the Dom 2 that Pekaz is about to finish is really big one for him. Pure does get his Ags on the side for BetBoom team. And GPK is about to finish his Maelstrom, so timings as well kind of being hit for both teams.
Oh. Now Scream. He's able to push the two of them out of the
reload.
wisdom. They
If
got
they
the
kill the
golem dropped
Io,
on
he's
them
gonna
as
be
well.
stuck here.
Kataomi is trying to get onto the side.
And the XP room?
They
Ooh,
got
he
him.
dies.
Kataomi's gone. Kataomi did get the wisdom. Two of them are dead.
The steals are way harder now. I don't think you can steal like this. Because again, now it's a channel. To get the XP rune, you have to sit in this channel in the circle. You don't have to physically channel. It's more of like a standing still channel. Just be in the area of the AoE of it.
And there's got to be no enemies in the AoE as well.
Yeah. So the fact that now just one random support can stop an XP rune from being taken, it should benefit the team that its side is on. And it's easier to just control the area and delay for TPs, stuff like that.
Which I think overall, that sort of mechanic with the Wisdoms and the Lotus, that's an improvement, right?
I think it's a lot better
rather than kind of the spam clicking, he clicked it first, or the weird kind of channeling mechanic that was always kind of weird depending on who did it first, who did it last. Now it's a very clear cut. If you're in the circle and no one else is, you're going to get it eventually. If someone else steps in that circle, you gotta kick them out of it. You gotta beat them up before you can grab it. So
it's a lot better than even for online stuff when there's ping. If someone had 40, 50 ping and someone had 10, you just have to click that much faster than them to get runes, to get the lotuses. So I really like that change just in terms of, I want to say, fairness.
Oh, good setup here there for GPK to save. Chains into the silence, leaves not a chance for Pudge to play his way out. Hit the scan as well, but see how much time they want to spend chasing Hellscream. He's coming in with the Jukes. We'll see him now, though. He's going to get the fear out onto the two of them. And he has got backup. Because Scam and Yamato looking to take this fight, get the roar in on towards him. They got the damage to bring GPK down. He's able to get the sleight of fist and the Revenant get away. Hook from Pure. Beautiful angle there. Grabs Yamato from the back of the fight. Throwing down the tips as well here, BetBoom. As they're ready to start chasing down more. Picard can't escape this. Double kill for Pure. Shopify bought the numbers, but so did BetBoom.
You saw how hard he starts hitting at the end of that fight. Pudge is already hitting for over 200 damage.
Yep.
And it's going to get better and better every time he's getting bonus strength. And Tormentor also now, big change, starts spawning at 15 minutes. And there's only one of them. So basically during the night, he's going to be on the Radiant side. And then during the day, he's going to be on the Dire side, which is kind of the opposite of Roshan. Gives a counterpart. And again, that's only the single Tormentor. So that's it. No more Tormentor for the next 10 minutes. Shopify has no chance of getting it. So it's getting these Tormentors is a bigger advantage than it used to be, because it's not really this like 50-50 trade anymore. I also think there's a HP regen part of it, right? When you kill it, I think everyone around the Tormentor, when they get it killed, gets HP regen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't read that line of the patch.
Look at this hook. Ooh.
Yeah, really, really good stuff there. And I mean, at that point, you lost your Yamato on the Terrorblade. There's no fight to be had for Shopify. So BetBoom, enabling Pure. Still nothing exciting from the build of Pure. It's just the Axe, the S and Y. We'll see if anything does change because of the fact, if he does want to focus more on the fact that this right click is the insane damage output as the game scales on. Or if he'll just build to tank and survive S and Ys, BKBs, whatever.
I think maybe just one casual Daedalus. I say casual.
You could say, you're imagining he's going to get at least one kind of right click oriented item.
I mean, even Sanjin Yasha is not a normal Pudge carry item in the past. Usually it'd be like Shiva's pure tank items.
But it's still an S and Y, right? It's a
bit it's a good item.
I mean, because this item didn't really get nerfed. It was 5% on the status resist.
5% only, yep.
Yeah, who cares about that? It's like, I feel like, are we really going to see that much less S and Y purchases than we did before?
No.
I feel
it's still as good.
It's still good.
I think Satanic's also good on Pudge too, because it just gives you strength, it gives you ult damage, gives you more right click damage because it's base damage. So Daedalus, Satanic, you can go full right click, you have an IO, do whatever you want. And yeah, so new ability for Tormentor, after dying, leaves behind an aura that increases health regen of all units by 2% of their max health for 15 seconds. So now a lot less of the Tormentor into all dying that we were seeing last patch.
See what they can find here. They're going to have to drop the Ron to save. They're dropping a lot of ults for this. Just with the Rolling Thunder, the Chaotic Golem.
Still alive.
And the Roar. They'll get saved.
They're so deep right now, though.
I mean, can they get out of this? Pure, he's going to be able to stand his ground against Picard. Picard has gone the once. Pure to take quite a beating for this. He's going to try and reset, get into a better spot.
He steals the Dismember.
Mira backs off. Pure's very low, though, so has to be careful about how he gets back in on the fight. See what sort of play he can find around a hook. And a Dismember if he wants to.
You have to be scared of a slight chain into a hook.
Yep. There's the chains. And there's the hook. Straight under the tower, into the Dismember. He's gone. Easy setup, easy catch. And now, dragging him for more. They're able to bring back Scam.
Wait, Yopatch has no roll.
Double kill for Pure. They kill off Yopatch as well. Picard He's got to run. But BetBoom, they're coming for him. Pure, ready to chase him down.
He's got him.
And there is no surely escape. There's the fear. It didn't catch on a save. Maybe with the brambles, it's enough. The hook, not going to reach.
Ooh.
Not quite long enough. So good clutch saves coming in just in time from Hellscream. Okay. I mean, Hellscream, he tried his best here to save
He did everything he could. You can't ask for more.
Hellscream's going to be like, bro, come on.
No.
Bro, come on. I tried to save you. It ends up dying anyway on the podcast. Unfortunate for him. 68 lead now for BetBoom after that.
Okay, so some fun tier 2s coming out. Essence Ring is back,
Yes.
which is now an active part of it that gives you max health and current health. So a little like mini mech, I would say. And
That's pretty significant,
it's
right?
good for Pudge,
240.
especially because Io's healing a percentage, right?
Yeah.
Of your max HP region, so that's really good. Ember's got Brigand's Blade, which scary item. I think on Ember it's not that good, but on Pango it used to be one of the best items in the game you could get on him. So I would say those two in particular are like the big tier 2s that they got added. Even the Terrorblade has the Essence Ring component as well.
It can be loaded down. Say what you're hitting someone that's missing what 80% HP. That's 12 times 3. That's 36 plus the 8. So it's a plus 40.
It's
44
good to
damage item.
finish
Yamato
kills.
is dead again. Can they get any revenge for Yamato?
No. Unless
Hooks there.
His rolls out.
They've got
He's
the
still
chains,
chained.
and it's going to give them time to run up and get in on top of him. The dead shot hits. He's ticking down low. Sleight of fist back up. He's gone.
Pure's still going. Shouldn't be able to find more. Alright guys, the Shrines of Wisdom are up, but they got used, I think. I can't tell.
Yeah.
It's when they get like destroyed, right? That means that they're off?
There's like the purple orb.
Okay,
If you see a purple orb, they're there for the taking. If indeed it looks like a broken down stone structure in the middle,
Radiant's
it's
middle
not
tower
available.
is under attack.
And boom, Pakaz is smoked up.
See what they can do. Can they really go on Pure? He's
They
pretty
have to go on
beefy.
Kataomi.
Yeah, they'll go
Maybe he
for
hooks him to save him?
He's going to try. They'll drop the golem.
You give him up. That's
a lot,
Roar, that's
though.
a golem.
Yeah, as long as Pure gets out, BetBoom are perfectly fine with that one. Shopify having to use a lot to only get a little. I mean, Pure and Save, they're still thinking about making a play here.
Yeah, Pure is so strong right now.
Oh, yeah, Pudge. He's going to get the jump on Save. Pure, does he want to
You
try for a hook?
save the teammate?
He's going to do it. Gets the hook back. Is it enough to allow Save to get out of it, though? As they'll continue to chase Shopify Rebellion. Save will fall. Pure's going to go for the TP out. Nothing to stop it.
Alright, so Pure's getting his XP rune. The Shrine of Wisdom.
The Wisdom Shrine. Same timings, right? Yeah,
Yes,
we're talking
still
about some of the
every
timings
7 minutes.
change. The bounty is different now.
I think it's only
minutes.
bounties.
Yeah.
Tormentor too, I guess. So Tormentor is 15 start, and then it's still 10 minutes, I believe, between every time you kill it. Bannerons are every 4. So
The cast. He's a little bit deep under the tower here. And he's going to try for the
He's
TP
fine.
out. My goodness.
he's dead.
He's dead.
Sleight of fist.
Did that
The Brigand's Blade.
It was actually
It was actually the Brigand's Blade. It killed him in the fountain.
It was that. Yeah, the slight hit him in the fountain.
It
It was
did.
already propped on him.
Yep.
At the same time he moved.
Yes.
That's unfortunate
I
for him.
actually
Poor
think
lad.
he only died because of the Brigand's Blade damage.
It's a lot because
He
at
was
that
so
point,
low. When you're like 5%, 10% health.
so you missed 95% HP. That's how many 5s are in 95? That's like what? 15? I think. 15 times 3 is what? 45?
It's 18 or 19.
So that's an additional 45 damage
Yeah.
that you're doing on the slide. Outside of the 8 damage he has from the tough enchantment,
Ooh,
he
of
hit him
course, the
pretty
top.
hard.
Yep.
Radiant's top tower is
I
under
love
attack.
RNG.
Yamato going to try and get away with this in the sense that he's going to run. He does not want to fight this, surely.
He might pop Miero's ult.
Oh, the hook's not quite long enough.
Pure does have a BKB. He can just walk in up here if he feels like it. If he's bored, I think he can just kill everyone.
Yeah, they've got to be careful. I mean, Yamato's going straight forward.
He's
He's got to respect the Pudge.
I feel like he's acting stronger than he is, which is good. It's always good to play like that. You see BetBoom team is already kind of backing because they are scared of him, but he's not a strong guy right now. 1400 health, has no BKB, has no mobility.
Oh, there's the chains. There's the hook. There's the kill.
This can
Another
happen.
one for BetBoom. How are we doing on the stacks here? 17 flesh heap stacks at the moment. 28.9 bonus strength for the Pudge.
doing hook damage at 15. Is that surprising? Wouldn't you rather get this? I guess spell 8% feels like such a low number.
It does. And I tell you what, especially in a day and age where you're getting these enchantments.
Ooh, of course. You can
know
pick
what I mean?
spell life
You
still,
can pick a spell life still.
but you can't pick 150 hook damage.
You absolutely cannot. So indeed, I think that's...
It's also
I
good
feel like
just
that's
to
one of the
burst.
remnants of something that I can imagine that talent might get changed. Because like, who cares about 8% spell life steal in an age of enchantments on neutrals?
Yep.
Ain't nobody
Yamato
cares.
top. Harpoon gets pulled back.
Well, they're in on top of him. He's just dead. Completely destroyed by Pure. Hellscream's going to go for the TP out. He'll find his way back to safety. Same to be said for Scam. But this is rough. You know, this Pudge, it just destroys the Terrorblade. I mean, what do you even have to buy? You need like a... I feel like you need like a Hurricane Pike and a BKB. And how do you enter into a fight as Yamato on this Terrorblade when there's this Pure Pudge in the game?
Yeah, BKB feels bad for his Pudge carry because...
You just get bit.
You get bit during it, and then... I don't even think you can man fight him. Just straight up, just right-clicking, 1v1. If you watch Pure with a full toggled route, he might toggle just for the tower damage. But as of right now, how much is it? I think it's over... It's 80% to his Ra's max. So
that's like
80% of 192, yeah. It's about like 150 bonus damage.
90 times 8.
Yeah. 150.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
You're bang on. It's literally about 150. So 150 bonus. Obviously, the build-up is... What, 16% every 1 second. So it's 5 seconds of having Rot on, he will have the max damage increase from having
But
Rot.
that's not a big ask either. You have IO healing you,
yeah,
you can get shielded by your
Rot
Revenant. So multiple ways for you to get healing or, you know, just tank through it.
Yeah.
He's also Pudge, right? And the whole Pudge kit is about being able to rot for 5 seconds with your E. And he's a Blink Dagger now.
And we got some rework times coming in as well. Talk to me about the Gleipnir on save.
Okay, so Gleipnir is definitely more of a caster utility item. It doesn't have the Maelstrom part in it. It doesn't do any damage. It's literally just an AoE Atos. But I think it's significantly cheaper, so it's easier to buy. And for heroes like Muerta, even people were talking about the other thing as well is it gives the AoE bonus. So Bloodstone used to give your AoE spells, make them bigger. Now that's part of Gleipnir, so you know there's some rumors. I did a little testing of Gleipnir Lesh. I would not recommend it, but it is a thing. For save, I don't think the AoE really matters that much, but it's something. It could matter for, I guess, a W silence here or there. All right, the Tormentor, 26 minutes.
Radiant's top tower
And it is now tier 3 items, so Pakaz, new one, Gunpowder Gauntlet, which is basically a cleave, I guess. Every 6 seconds, you get one hit that does 50% cleave.
That also what works if you're a ranged hero.
It also
well,
works if you're a ranged hero.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under
And it's just like a circle. So that one's fun. I don't know if there's any cool ones yet. That's about it.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Everyone else is still tier 2s.
The rune of illusion.
The question is do you think the enchantment part of them is stronger or the
Dire's bottom tower
item
is
part?
under attack.
I think it's just situational.
It's a little bit of both, right?
Yeah, it depends on how good your RNG is in that moment. You know what sort of offers you get. Sometimes, you know, the artifacts or whatever. I would say most of the time, there's probably going to be an artifact that's more significant in what it adds to your toolkit than the flat stats for the enchantment side.
Another cool one Miro has is Gale Guard.
This is that's another shield in the game.
2 people got it. GPK also got a Gale Guard. So this one is you get a barrier that blocks 75% of the damage, kind of like an Ember, where it's not like fully blocking, but 75%. And the other big thing this game that actually matters a lot is during that shield, you have 50% slow resistance. Which, all right, mid Pakaz.
He's in. He's going to get caught by the silence. Pakaz trying to run out and drop the golem, everything to try and get him out of there. They use the Thunder to attempt to help him, but it's put Yamato in a dangerous position. He's dead. The carry's gone. Pakaz to fall. I mean, it's a rough one here for Shopify. They had some decent moves in the early game, but it really has got to this point where this Pudge is out of control.
This is a scary hero.
Yeah, I have no doubt about it. We're going to be seeing a lot of Pudge everywhere. In your
Look
pubs.
at this slow resistance, so he doesn't get slowed by the boar. And you can see what he wants to do with the Sunder. He wants to be able to Sunder, Kite, get 4-staffed back, but the Pudge AoE with the Ags is a little too much.
Appears in the base.
Hellscream doesn't get out.
Oh, I tell you what, missed the hook on Hellscream. He nearly
All right,
catches
he's
Scam with it.
Tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, slow resistance did get buffed in the last patch as well, so
Radiant's middle barracks are
you kind of get bonus movement speed in a way for slow resistance. So if you have 50%, instead of being slow to 100, you go to 150. So there's a lot of random changes that's really hard to like think about. You just have to feel them out. But we'll see kind of how it plays out in terms of, you know, Warlock slowing.
Yep.
Maybe might be a bit worse.
He gets the hook. Who's he going to go for? He's in. He's just going to go for the Blink
in.
Dismember. Straight away, in on top of poor old Scam. The Scam, no escape for him.
He's hitting for 400 damage right now.
There's the Raw on towards GPK, but it doesn't matter. They can't kill GPK. Pure gets the hook on a Pakaz. He's dead. GPK chainsing Yopaj underneath the tier 4s. The Gleipnir to catch onto Yamato. Miro closes in upon him. They're just getting bullied back
Slide
to the
chain?
fountain.
Oh, he misses the chain, but
What the hook? Not going to connect.
close.
Miro getting some backup now as Hellscream comes in with a buyback. Miro will go down. Pure, he's just going to go for the BKB TP. They can't put a stop to it, so they will back off. Shopify keep the game alive, and they don't quite lose the mid-melee racks.
Big thing, big thing. So Kanao may just reload. If Pure times his hook right, he can save his Wisp.
Is he going to try?
He's doing it. He did it.
Look at that.
Friendly beeps.
I'll
So-
get a tip for that one.
That one was basically the fix of the old found hooking thing. So now no matter what, if you hook, the guy's going to come to Pudge no matter what happens. His location that he throws the hook. So hooks the IO right before the relocate goes, pulls him globally across the map. That was one of the other reasons, honestly, why this is a really good combo. Jenkins actually mentioned it on the panel that specifically you can reload your Pudge out of danger and then hook the IO to save him.
But wait, just to clarify, but that doesn't mean that fountain hooking is back. Right?
Found hooking is not back.
Because if you relocate the Pudge and he's
Yep.
mid-hook,
Yep.
the person will
It'll
not
go
get
to
pulled
where-
to where the Pudge is.
It goes to where the Pudge threw the hook,
Yeah.
no matter what happens. So if you get hit by
I
the
see.
hook, you'll always go to the...
Is there any other crazy tech that you can do with that then?
Not really. It's, the biggest one is relocate.
Yep.
It used to matter because hook didn't do a mini stun through BKB, but I believe now it kind of does a cancel through BKB. So it used to have to time it like that to cancel BKB TPs, but now I want to say that's the only major one.
Yeah, this is actually pretty reliable to hit in this combo.
Or some people would do, they TP back to base on a mid hero and they
That's true.
hook their mid to fill the bottle. How often are you going to use that though?
Well, in a day and age where these Pudge supports can't TP to your lane and
True.
refill your bottle,
There is no more bottle filling.
you know, you walk down there and say, right, you TP back, I'll hook you back here.
All right.
Maybe. But I tell you, with Pudge looking like this, I think anytime we see it, it's probably going to be more likely in the core position, especially if it's BetBoom drafting it. I'm sure Pure is going to want this to be the first of many of a return for his Pudge carries.
He's got a serrated Shiv on the Terrorblade, which is actually pretty cool because it does current health as bonus physical damage. So it could be a way to deal with the tanky heroes. Basically, the tankier you are, the more damage it does. And I think it's just a proc, right? It's a
Yeah, 1 second. Every
1 second cooldown, 20% chance, so it's something.
Shopify. They're going to go for a risky play. See if they can catch out someone on their own outside of the base.
Under attack.
Also, I do like how 4 people on BetBoom team have Gale Guard as their chosen active neutral item.
I mean, it seems strong, right?
It's
in
a
an
good
age
one.
where barriers already, these glimmer capes were kind of the cool thing to go for. This level of protection, it's going to be appealing.
All right, this is the full smoke. Shopify has to find something good. Probably a jump on the Wisp to start, and then kite the Pudge's BKB.
It's a good job. They're getting on towards Catome. Can they kill the Iron Time? They can't. The
shield
shield
comes
throw.
out.
Catome's pretty much back up to full HP. They'll drop down the Golem, but already they've lost Scam. Pure's in
Yamato
with the BKB
Manta?
on top of Yamato.
Cool
His silence can't do anything here on the Terrorblade as he gets completely destroyed. Because he's struggling, trying to TP out. He'll get away. The Yopaj might not be as lucky. Pure in on top of him, hitting hard. As 4 are dead, GG is called. BetBoom take this game 1, and they'll
Let's see
do it
this back.
around the good old carry Pudge from Pure.
I think that's a callback to Pure and Kenny used to play an entity together. They would play this combo of Wisp Pudge or even
A test of how busted is PL right now. I believe the jury's still out on whether or not it's meant to work
Yeah.
like this, but it's in the game. That means you're allowed to roll with it. That's what we're going with here. There's a whole kind of Revenant's Brooch. The procs effectively just do the full damage right now on the illusions. So if you get that online, it's kind of crazy.
Yep.
The damage output this PL can do. But to get it through a draft, understandably, you got to do it first pick because everybody knows how strong it is. That's exactly what Shopify Rebellion have done here. And in response, BetBoom team, they've basically drafted PL the counter.
Yeah, every hero has some form of AoE, especially AoE stuns. So exciting to see. I am also very curious what GBK will do. Because, again, the Gleipnir now has the AoE part of, like, that Bloodstone used to have.
Yeah, is that going to make it part of your Lesh build?
Maybe. It's funny.
Maybe.
Because also,
Yeah.
so Leshrax's innate got buffed to almost double, which is that for every point of intelligence, you get AoE that way. So Gleipnir gives you intelligence, gives you AoE. It also gives you bonus AoE. So realistically, Gleipnir is not bad on Lesh. Maybe not good. I don't know. I don't know if Bloodstone got buffed. Really? It gives you a dispel. Is the only thing that got buffed. So technically a nerf overall for Bloodstone, but we'll see how he builds. And then there's also the pure Earthshaker carry, which I think Earthshaker overall got nerfed as well. A lot of heroes in this game are just nerfed. Honestly,
Yeah, well,
of these 10 heroes, Earthshaker got nerfed, Beastmaster got nerfed. I think Shaman kind of got nerfed.
Well, you got the change right in the sense.
He got changed.
You don't have the cluster pluck as an option.
You now have this passive Hex on attack,
Yeah.
which is actually really good.
It sounds kind of nice, right?
Yep. You just trade, it's a 15-second cooldown, doesn't cost mana. So it lets him walk up. Maybe he randomly kills an illusion. Well, he's randomly going to Hex this guy. Eventually.
But of course,
There you go.
Yeah,
Excellent.
there we go. Doing a lot of damage here, the two of them saving Mirror to start the lane against Yamato and Scamp. A lot of pressure early on. Probably only going to build up. And then, yeah, this mid lane matchup, bit of an old school one, seeing some Lesh versus Storm. How does that go nowadays?
I think it's still very Lesh favored. GPK also went for the early game facet, I guess you could say, which is the W does basically like double the speed, double the damage. It doesn't work on towers, but it makes his laning stage really hard for Yopaj. If he ever gets split up from creep waves, he pretty much just dies solo to GPK. So Yopaj gonna have to play very careful. And if we look bot, we got a fun new hero, guys. We do have Ringmaster.
He might just dive in now in the mid. He's got that setup. He's
doing
managed to get Yopaj completely isolated from the creep wave, and there we have it. It's exactly what you were saying moments before. He gets the chance to get in, nothing else to tank it. It's all on the Storm. It's an easy first blood for GPK.
Yeah, so the not hitting towers is actually a buff in situations like that, where now if you dive with 1 or 2 creeps and they tank the tower, your Edict will just kill. And also top, Miro getting the kill on Dischem. Just a lot of harass between the two, between the Shadow Shaman, between the Beastmaster. They're constantly poking, prodding, and Enchantress is one of the heroes I think you usually would expect to deal with the harassment really well, but he doesn't have any points in the heal. So purely going aggressive build, and you know, he goes down for it. Yeah, back to Ringmaster. Finally got added to captain's mode.
We're gonna get to see him. I mean, this has been a hero, right? That's obviously been in the game for a little bit of time now. It's been doing very well in the pubs, right? It's had a solid win rate.
He used to be really broken
in
the pubs.
Sure.
I remember Lelis used to just say, if I get Ringmaster, I win every pub. I think he actually had a 90% win rate or something, just spamming it every game. But it would get banned pretty much every game. Both teams would pick it. He's been nerfed a lot across the board. I still think it's a really interesting hero, just in terms of what he provides. And the coolest thing he provides this game, I would say, is his W, which is probably the least exciting spell, but it's a save that also gives 80% magic resistance when maxed. And if you look at BetBoom team's draft, it's basically magic damage from Earthshaker, magic damage from Lesh, supports do magic damage, and even Beastmaster does magic damage and needs to right-click. So it's a really good save. You know, you use it on someone who gets roared, maybe this guy gets out, doesn't get spells chained onto him. And I'm interested to see kind of what his impact is, because again, this is the first competitive game of Ringmaster I've seen. I think it was picked in one of the other streams.
It was, and I believe it lost. It was in the Falcon series, I believe, in game 1 we were just seeing.
It's not the very, very first, but at least the first one I get to watch, so interested to see. And yeah, we have Legion 2, which we didn't really see much last patch. I want to say it looks kind of like nerfs, to be honest. Didn't look anything insane, so not too sure specifically what makes Legion a good hero now, but I could be missing out. Kareomi bot! Ooh. It was actually a solo kill.
And what was getting him with the daggers there, what else scream.
Yep, and then he got a full channel and tame the beasts, takes him down. He went the old facet. So like he has 2 facets now. Basically you have 3. This is like innate of items. You have to pick your old 3 or you got a new 3, so we don't get to see the new ones, but it's the old ones on top.
Yeah, gonna get a little bit of a rotation from Yopaj.
Got foul play.
Not gonna save him this time though, can't get away from that. The The rotation from Pudge ends up being a success. They're going to try for Mira as well, but Mira's pretty beefy.
Dire's middle tower
Yamato
is under
can't tackle
attack.
him right now.
Dire's
So far,
structures are fortified.
on the CS, a slight bit of an advantage here for BetBoom team. The mid lane being where the biggest difference is. 34 for 9 against that 18 and 0. GPK having a very strong start in the matchup.
Yeah, he's up about 1,000 gold already. Pretty much a level and a half. Pudge is just now hitting 5, and GPK has a full wave here on him, already level 6. So really good mid lane matchup, and it's not the best Lesh game because Shopify just has a lot of damage randomly amongst their cores, but especially with the game, like the start he's having, I think if he has a normal Lesh game that we used to see in the past, he'll kind of run over this one.
Bottom. Because we'll get away just again. And every time we press the attack enough to get him out of that slope that Jakira's trying to set up onto him with. Mid lane, bringing in a bit more focus here, both sides.
I think GPK can 1v2 this, but even with save now, if it's a 2v2,
Doing what
The
they
blood
can here.
grenade.
Yeah, they've got the blood grenade opening save. Can he get in range? He can, but
the fear?
Hellscream able to provide that short little bit of an interrupt to stop
they're still going.
GPK from being able to set up. He might still get the chance to run them down. The ice path's in.
The double ice path.
Ah, look at the damage coming out for GPK. Pudge, he's gone. Save survives. He's able to juke around the rest of them. Hellscream,
Then turn
final
into a
right
chicken?
click. He's got the self, he's got the foul play. He'll still fall. So save ends up going down. GPK, he's looking to chase down Scam as well.
Nice dagger.
Hit by the impalement arts. GPK with Yamato turning up won't get out of this. So GPK is shut down. Takes quite a bit though for Shopify Rebellion. They have to bring the majority of their heroes over towards that part of the map.
All in all, biggest thing that BetBoom team is probably thinking about is shutting down the Storm. Honestly, the strategy you see Storm picked, it's, guys, we're going to 3-man mid as early as possible and never give him level 6. So doing a great job of that. I think they probably went a little too deep, but it's never the worst when you force our carry to have to TP for rotations like that. You get something. It's not like GPK died in a pure 1-for-1 trade, just fighting on mid, so it's okay. I think the happiest guy is Yamato, but even then, he's still behind on the Beastmaster.
Oh, save. He's got the shackle opening. Pure. Oh, not going to be able to get enough hits in there. Because able to live once again.
It's tame, but the Beast is owning. I don't know. I feel like the Ringmaster hasn't. He's been kind of everywhere. It feels like it doesn't do crazy amounts of damage right now, just in terms of the strength of the hero. But even having this AoE fear and good damage, good chase he's showing up. I'm curious to see what kind of role he fills. I don't feel like he does this Hoodwink Snapfire of burst range damage, and he doesn't really have perfect disables like a Lion. So he's kind of a mid-range between a little bit of stun, a little bit of damage, and a little bit of save. So kind of jack of all trades.
Dire's top tower is
Level
under
6 now,
attack.
Pure, but also level 6 on Pakaz. Hellscream back on the bottom lane, ready to join him, so Pure's got to be cautious. We'll see. I mean, with Pure playing the safe lane, Shaker, is there any sort of change in the build? Are you rushing the Ags? You still just rushing the Blink Dagger in the safe lane position?
I would probably... I think he can just get away with Ags.
Yeah.
He shouldn't really feel the need to join fights that early in a crazy way. And getting the Ags at 2,000 gold earlier, it matters a lot in this type of game. He's still carry at the end of the day. You want to be active, but I think with Blink, you're more of a, you blink Echo, and then that's kind of it. So at least Ags also gives you Cleave. So it gives you a farming tool as well. And I don't think BetBoom team should give up this tower. They should look to be able to defend it, or even pressure a different tower, right? It shouldn't be a free trade.
Dire's top
So they're
tower
taking top
is
tower
under
right now.
attack.
And even mid is getting pressure, but it looks like GPK is just going to choose to
Dire's
kind of
top
take the enemy
tower
jungle.
Here comes in the TP from Katerman. Look at the setup,
Echo
they're going
slam.
to use the Echo, it's enough. And walk up, get the kill. Not before the tower gets taken down though by Scam, so Shopify Rebellion still get the objective. Pure, able to make sure that Shopify Rebellion pay for it a little bit. With that loss of the life. Because
Alright, tier 1 neutrals are out now. The big one, I don't think we saw Ripper's last game, right? Which is a new tier 1.
What does it do? It's that extra bit of damage, right?
Yeah, so it's a circle on the ground, you click it, and then basically anything that's in that circle gets like a whip that hits them, and then anytime they get attacked, they get bonus damage on them, depending on whether the thing attacking them is a hero or a creep. So like a Broodmother, for example, all of her spiders just do 4 extra damage. And then for all heroes, it's 12 extra damage. I think it's just awkward to use, though, because it doesn't really help you farm that much faster. And usually the tier 1s are more about sustain and a bit of this early game fighting rather than, you know, 12 extra damage a hit. I could see Broodmothers going for it. That's probably about it.
Shopify. Trying to see if they can find Pure down here. And a good spot to get the catch on him. Yep.
This is the new map. I think on old map, Pure would have been caught there. Oh no.
He's going to stick around a little bit and they know it. Yo, Pudge. Gets in with the jump and there's no surviving this. Pure will be found. Successful move here from Shopify. Keeping themselves in much better standing as compared to what we saw from them in game 1 at about the similar 11-minute mark.
Going on mid.
Straight away they look for the jump on mid. It's a lot of damage.
So much
Pudge has to be careful. It's up close to GPK.
Daggers damage.
Hellscream indeed just cleans up the job on his own. Getting some big kills here, Shopify.
Yep. Gets the pause 1, pause 2, and Pure's gonna TP in. He does have Echo, no blinker anyway to catch up, but
With the Raw.
there's the save.
Yeah, Hellscream ready to try and break Picard's out of this combo. Isn't enough to allow him to run away. He's caught by the
So
Shackler
tanky.
save. They'll lock him down. Not tanky enough to survive the 4 of them.
I think we also saw the Ice Path, which is the fastest we were kind of looking at in the pre-show.
And there's the Echo.
Ooh, Echo.
Straight away. He just turns. Pure gets the kill. They will get caught by the Tame from Hellscream. But it does cost him his life. Quick reactions there from Pure, ready to not hesitate and just drop down the Echo to make sure that even if he does die, the team gets the chance to find Joe Pudge.
I think there's a lot more fighting on this new map. There's a lot less high grounds to kind of defend. If you look at the big jungles, they're a lot more all in the low ground for most of the camps. So way easier to kind of see heroes, and you on the opposite side don't see heroes that are ganking you. So I think the patch the next couple of days are going to be a lot more bloody. I feel like at the end of the last patch, it was a lot of just farming and dodging. And it'd be the team ahead just gets kills whenever they catch a can or when they would dive. And I think now, instead of just diving tier 2s to find kills, it's going to be a lot of, oh, this guy's in the jungle, guys. Let's go kill him. He's just here. And also the warding, too, is actually going to be fun to watch, where teams kind of choose to place their wards. Because, again, a lot of the cliffs got removed. There's not many cliff wards.
Yeah, you've really got to think about your vision game now.
Yep.
And in essence, I mean, overall, is that going to mean that on average, wards are going to get the chance to stay up on the map
Yeah,
longer?
I think they'll get dewarded less.
Yeah, it's just much more of a... especially at pro level, it's going to be very team specific, right? It's going to be that extra bit of effort when you're researching a team, researching a matchup to see where they're kind of favoring putting the wards, because there's not going to be those slightly more obvious parts of the map that a lot of players will default to at certain stages of the game.
I'm watching Miero take so much damage because of the Enchantress innate. They got buffed. Neutral creeps do way more damage now. 42% bonus damage
That's it, yeah.
against BetBoom team.
There you go.
Radiant's top tower is
Be careful in the jungle.
What a funny innate. They just cooked it up. All right, we're just going to make neutral creeps stronger against the enemy specifically.
scanning.
14-minute. Hellscream. Seeing if you could maybe get lucky around the Wisdom Shrine.
Radiant
Won't.
scanning.
Managed to find the chance to. Catome is already there. Save.
And save steals the enemies.
Nicely timed as well there. Finishing it up with the pickup off during the TP out. But doesn't stay a moment longer than he needs to.
So GPK is finishing his Bloodstone. So he's going to go for Bloodstone. Yeah, again, it did get slightly nerfed. It got tweaked. It basically doesn't give you AoE now. It gives you a Dispel. The Dispel doesn't matter this game. The only thing you can Dispel really is the Impalement Arts from the Ringmaster. The big thing that it matters for is the Spirit Vessel, which I don't think they will buy, so it doesn't really matter. But the really, really big thing is Revenant's Brooch is done for Yamato.
It's online. I have.
Let's see his impact, guys.
Let's have a look. Sending in the illusions. That's Omi. He should die. They look towards Mira. They've got the duel. Mira's in trouble. Shopify, they'll get the two of them. So if they want to stick around here to try and finish off the Tormentor with the 5 of them, should be able to do so, even though they are relatively low. Oh, okay, quick doppelganger.
Look at this heal. Stand in the heal, guys. I don't think they know about it.
I guess they're a little scared as well. They just want to stick around unnecessarily, get back to base. But indeed, what, it's a 2% of your max HP for 15 seconds.
So it's 30% of your health.
If you stick around.
It's good.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I want to see how much damage if it actually did.
I don't think he didn't really get to do too much in this fight.
No.
With that pickup, because he had to be pretty careful himself. Got pretty low at the start.
Okay.
I think it was like just that one illusion that was just getting stunned. So
Yeah,
we didn't really get to see that.
Okay. It doesn't count yet, guys. It doesn't count. Just wait.
Because again, what to clarify, at the moment, the way it works is these illusions, what they're getting, the 30% chance to deal an extra, 80% of the attack damage, the bonus magical damage, but the maths is done based on the actual PL's damage.
So? I could be mistaken, but I believe, yeah, so
it's a lot of damage.
Basically, since it's not part of like the attack damage,
yes,
it doesn't get reduced by the illusion damage. Could be wrong, but even if it's getting reduced by the illusion damage, you're just getting 80% more damage on your illusions.
Sure.
So it's still good.
Well, 30% of the time.
30% of the time.
Yeah. It definitely has been the meta, at least that's established on this first day of the patch. Pick PL, rush the Revenant's Brooch.
Into Glimmer Cape. You know, a lot of things changed, but not Glimmer Cape. Literally received 0 changes.
Scam. Causing some issues here for Pure. And Yopaj, he's considering if he wants to dive for tier 2 to try and finish off the job. He's got the backup of save here, Pure. Yopaj won't go for the jump quite yet. Bishop catches Yopaj, but they didn't quite get the follow-up in time, so Yopaj still able to zip back to safety.
Kind of got a bit scared in Karaomi. He kind of pump faked his stun.
On the hunt here for Miro. Yamato.
The damage, guys.
In with the illusions. He'll try and survive. There's no way out for him. They've got the control.
I can't tell.
It's hard to tell you how much
it's hard to tell.
Well, actually, can you did not say about the death summary? Does that break it down like illusion damage and stuff?
I don't think so.
No, it still just contributes it all to the PR, really.
You didn't do 1,300 damage.
It's quite a lot.
I'm going to assume it works the really strong way, based on the fact that everyone's buying it.
Oh, wait, you can see from the numbers, right? Unless the numbers are lying.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I thought numbers were lying. I'm pretending the numbers are correct. And then there's nothing ever bugged or wrong. And they're doing 108 magic damage whenever they pop.
Oh, they got the duel. They've got Pure. Shopify. Having a much better hold on this game, too.
Yep. Doing a lot better.
Oh, safe. He's going to look for the solo play.
No
Serpent
way he solo kills him.
Is it enough? It is.
Solo kill.
We'll write it down as a solo kill.
No other help needed.
Easy solo kill for safe.
It was a cosmetic stun by GPK.
Yep. He didn't need to be that. Trying to steal his saves parade there. That's the PL gone. 30 seconds in which BetBoom team can look to get their next set of items done. I mean, Pure Boy's got the Aghanims, and he's just about to hit the level 2 Echo Slam.
Yep, they all finished their big items. So Ags for Pure, Bloodstone for GPK, and Ags as well for Miro. I think about to finish his Blink too, so they're kind of hitting their big strides. It is a question, even if these illusions are really strong.
If you can kill the illusions.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing, where they're doing a lot of damage.
But they can just die.
But they can die.
Revenant's Brooch gives no HP, no stats or anything, so still has 1100 health on PL, not that much. He has a Glimmer Cape for himself and a bit of magic resistance, but it's not enough to kind of dissuade Leshrac from killing our illusions, and now it's an Ageless Leshrac with an Essence Ring. Ooh, he went greedy. He went Philosopher's Stone passive.
They get that money. See in the mid, they're going to be able to stay safe underneath the tier 2 for now. But it's definitely getting close to the point where they will be ready to dive. BetBoom team feeling strong around the Aegis on GPK.
There's actually 3 people on BetBoom team got the greedy enchantment. Both supports and GPK. So I think it's really interesting because basically that part of it was all Philosopher's Stone did, which was give you the GPM, give you mana, but you lose attack damage. And now you get the ability to get that with a neutral item that actually gives you an ability. So the supports have it with one Tumbler's Toy, and then the other 2 have Essence Ring. So they're getting a Philosopher's Stone with a bonus, which I think is actually really interesting. And it kind of shows that like Philosopher's Stone is good, the passive part of it, and actually having an active part of it makes it even better. And Shopify has 0 greedy. So that's what? 225 GPM going in the favor of BetBoom team. It's a lot of GPM.
I mean, what's the play really for Shopify Rebellion in these moments where BetBoom has the Aegis? Are they looking to get
just walk
in the river?
They have no fear right now. They have a Bloodstone, they got to amplify damage.
Pakaz is just dead immediately. There's just no fight for Shopify Rebellion. They've got to run. Miro, he's looking for the Roar. He'll find it.
Nice try.
Gets the opening onto Hellscream. Another kill for BetBoom team.
Radiant's turret has been killed.
Pure, he was actually even seeing if he could maybe catch Pudge on the way out the side. Pudge still has
They're
a little bit of mana.
He is a regen rune. This is a tall ask.
Yeah, Pudge should be fine here, but BetBoom team, they can ignore him and focus on bringing in both the mid and the top creep wave. They go towards these tier 2s. Pudge will cut the wave for now at least. Atomi's going to look to head over towards him. Pudge, he's going to try and go for the kill. Save jumps in though, he's found the Hex. They've got the opening.
Another Hex.
Shackle to lock him down. Pudge, he's going to get saved a little bit. Is it enough to get him out? It's not. Because tries his best to get in to bail him out of there.
Doesn't get the duel off.
I mean, save. He's not going to set up more. Mirazet ready to come in with the damage. They get Pakaz as well. They might even just get scammed. As Pure on top of him. Jumps forward with the tumblers. Shuts off his escape. Teasing around with him, blocking him off. BetBoom, they'll take all 3 and only lose the Jakiro for it.
I think Shopify's being a little lacking in just... They're just walking into BetBoom team pretty much over and over. And I think at some point they have to realize that Leshrac has an Aegis. They hit all of their timings like we said earlier. You can't afford to walk in a BetBoom team like this. Just one by one, the Storm gets caught. He knew they were all here as well. It wasn't just a big, oh, how did they end up here, guys? They've been seeing these 4 heroes top. He knew. He dodged the gank with a regen rune. Goes in the wave, and now you lose 3 heroes. And this is not the situation you want to be in. Again, they do have a PL. Even with the strength of the Revenant's Brooch, you want to keep farming and play a bit slower game. It's not an instant GG, I would say, item. And as long as his team keeps dying, it might be hard for Yamato to find a way to enter the game. Nope.
I mean, does he want to join them now? He's hovering around them.
He should. He should feel the need to kind of join these fights. It just feels bad. You don't want to feel forced to join these fights. Bloodstone gets popped.
We're going on towards GPK, but GPK is going to be fine into just Pudge dying off the attempt to try and start something there in the mid.
Roar.
They've got the Roar onto Yamato. They find the PL. He's gone as well. It's starting to look rough, Gunner. They had a good opening to this game where they were keeping up with BetBoom's pace, but now, with this timing as well at the Aegis, BetBoom, they're taking over the game once again.
Yep. At the same time, Pakaz did get a solo kill on Pure. So Phantom Farm the Ancient just killed him with a Blade Mail. I think the Ancient might have been a Prowler, which is why Pure was so low. But even with that kill, right? Your offlaner, he solo kills the enemy carry. Like, guys, I got Pure. Everything's good. He looks to his mid lane. Pudge is dead. Yamato is dead. So it's so hard for them to get a win without losing, you know, take 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And now 6k gold lead.
It's going to be a tough one. And as you say, just truly a test to see how broken the PL is.
Pretty much, yeah. At this point, the game's leaning towards PL 1v5ing.
Yeah. And indeed, because it's 100% what you say. It's just the fact that the Revenant's Brooch is those purple numbers that are proccing on the illusions. That's the full damage.
Yep. And again,
Yamato, and he's walking in, but there's an ice path there. Careful.
I mean, GPK has no mana.
I mean, Hellscream's trying to save him, but Yamato's dead. I mean, they just walked into that.
No.
Pure jumps into the middle of them. He's got the fish here to lock the 3 of them down. I mean, we'll see if they can run away from this. Pure jumping forward, closing the gap. I don't know if that's how you want to enter into the fight. There's the PL, Yamato, he walked in.
Pure's going to keep chasing.
Picard's out with the blink. Hellscream's able to TP away, but I don't know if the PL's busted enough to help you win this sort of game now.
Yeah.
That's tough.
He just kind of walked in there casually. It's so awkward to say he's walking through the river because half the map is the river now. You know, in competitive Dota, there used to always be this thing where you'd flame people for walking through the river because it was always the worst part of the map to be in. You're on the complete low ground. There's basically never an advantage to be in the river. And now I feel like it's less of a bad thing because there's so many rivers. It's well, you're not supposed to walk on half the map. But even there, you know, he walks in this river just casually from his tier 1. He got what, hexed?
I think the ice power.
Ice path just dies.
We'll see it again here. It was a rough start to the fight there from Shopify Rebellion. As, you know, we have Yamato coming in.
I think he was feeling safe with the Glimmer Cape, but then he just got Ice Path.
I mean, opens in with the Doppel, doesn't close in, and yeah, that Ice Path's just there straight away. And it's more than enough lockdown, and at this point, it doesn't matter if Hellscream tries to save him, he's already lost too much HP, he's dead.
Yeah, I don't know what the specific build is, I would say, on PL that well, but... Oh, alright, Mirror BKB blinks out. I think he was looking to chase, but they actually dodged the chase. I was going to say, I think Ags is really what makes this build good.
Okay, so ideally what Yamato needs to have with the Manta finished, and then the Aghanims, and then we'll see what goes on.
I think he should have just rushed an Ags.
Okay.
Because
before
especially
the Revenant's Brooch.
Yeah, but with this facet, it's effectively, for every illusion you have when you spear, when they cast a spear, it does a little extra damage. So having a bunch of random illusions helps you do more damage with your spear.
It's a lot more, right? It was 25% of damage per illusion.
Per one, yeah.
So if you have a whole army of illusions, you're hitting, what, 5 extra spears maybe on average? That's what, 120%? Doing basically double damage Spirit Lance.
And so with the Ags, it's bouncing, doing a lot of bonus damage that way. And it lets you farm. It also, the biggest thing about the Ags and the PL is it actually lets you not commit into the fights.
Sure.
So in the games where you're countered as Phantom Lancer, if you every time you put your real hero in the fight, you take damage. And the illusions spawn at the same health that you currently have. So now you enter the fight at 50% health, your illusions have 50% health. Compared to if you're in the back line, you're just shooting out Ags off cooldown. And then when you eventually get that Brooch, every time you use your spear, your illusions are full health. Yep. And I think that's kind of what's missing from his build so far.
And they were trying to make a go on him on the mid. He pops the BKB in. He's got backup coming in for him, Pure. Won't be able to get on target there with the enchant totem. So Pakaz has the safety to run.
We'll see. He's going for a Manta, which I think is just kind of a mixture of the builds, I would say, where he's going for this is the classic, right? You go Manta. I guess the Glimmer Cape's also strange, but it's basically he's building towards being able to get in there and being a real hero, and I think he should play to be more of a spellcaster peel.
Another catch from BetBoom, making it look easy now as they just go around the map as they wish. Shopify Rebellion not really able to match the moves. And, yeah, doesn't want to go the Axe at all, Yamato, with this build. It's got the Manta into the Heart queued.
Okay. If he gets to Heart, it's a different story.
Sure.
Because Heart paired with Glimmer, you actually have the HP to use your hero in a good way. It's just hard, right? Your key is countered. First pick PL, countered Earthshaker, Leshrac, Beastmaster, even a Jakiro. You should go into this game kind of knowing. But again, it's the first day of the patch. I also think with these interactions with Revenant's Brooch, it might be a thing where, you know, Bobo the coach was watching some of the other series. I think Falcon just played PL.
They did. They had a great game with it. Yep.
Maybe he was like tabbed out between the games. After the first game, I was like, ooh, all right, guys, we lost. Let me tune in, see what Aui's cooking up. Saw the PL, and maybe this is what Skeeter went. I don't know what item Skeeter went. You know, I'm not informed either. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, let's try. So we'll check if what Skeeter did do in that game.
But that would be my assumption, is what's missing. And now tier 3's down, the Serpent Wards are down, and pretty much for free. They didn't have to use anything. And now for BetBoom team, they have about Roshan starts spawning within the next minute. Do we?
So okay, look, Skeeter's build was exactly the same as this.
Okay.
Brooch, Glimmer, Manta, Heart.
Okay. So maybe I'm wrong. Was he versus as many counters though?
Definitely not. Still decent AoE, Underlord, Puck.
Okay.
But not like this.
I'll accept being wrong. It's okay. They do get the roar onto the Storm Spirit, a nice save, but there's so many AoE stuns and AoE damage that are actually able to burst him through the Ringmaster.
Yeah, Pudge just gets destroyed and Skem. He's going to try and pump the heals here on the way out, but GPK is going to be pumping in the damage. Skem's gone as well. But they had a good start this game at least.
They did.
A much better start than game one. Just unfortunately for them, the rest of the game is looking to go the same way as that first game, as BetBoom are styling on them once more. Hell Scream also looking pretty dead. Save gets the opening. Pure's got the damage.
Miro's looking for Yamato.
They're just all dying everywhere.
Okay. Ooh, that was a bit close.
He'll live, but everybody else is dead.
Dire's middle
Yep.
tower is under attack.
Whoa.
All right. So at this point, if you win this game for Shopify, you know, Yamato 1v5s, does the Revenant Brooch need to be nerfed?
If he wins this
If
game.
he wins this game.
Dire's middle tower.
It has to be nerfed, right?
I mean, if he
wins this game,
I don't know if he's winning this game. But if he does.
I think even then, the interaction itself, usually illusion stuff doesn't do full damage. I don't think it's this broken as opposed to you first pick it into any
Sure.
counters. Because end of the day, PL is still PL.
Yeah.
Just because your illusions are stronger doesn't mean that they don't have 1,000 health.
Because this is the comparison, right? It's just the way other items work. Like if you have the Chrysalis on PL, your illusions will have a 30% chance to deal 160% of the damage that the illusion was going to do.
Correct.
Problem is, at the moment, with the Revenant's Brooch, the illusion have a 30% chance to deal 80% of your main hero's damage as magical damage, which is a lot.
This is a big kill if they get it.
Can they finish it? They can. But can they get more? Pudge is going to opt for the TP out the last bit, but he doesn't have long enough left on the BKB. At the same time, they get the duel over towards the Shaman at the side. And they will get their finish.
Okay, those are two big kills.
This is not bad at all. They're around the Roshan as well. Maybe this is the start of something for Shopify Rebellion. A bit of a strike back. Pure still watching from the side. So what he wants to do.
All right, Yamato has a Mage Slayer now, so double stacking the magic resistance. He's now sitting at a casual 59% magic resistance.
Of course, with this Revenant Sprite, you do the Roshan pretty nicely.
Yeah, it's really fast.
Look at this.
Yep.
Roshan doesn't stand much of a chance. I mean, Pure is going to try and get involved. Jumps in, immediately gets caught by the silence, but he's got the BKB. So he wants to chase down first. He's looking for a target. He doesn't know who to go for, so he backs out. Jumps out with the Enchant Totem. Katomi is going to get left down on the low ground in the river. So Katomi falls. This should be the space for Shopify Rebellion to be able to finish off this Roshan. The start of a potential comeback here. As Yamato will get the chance to grab that Aegis for himself.
All right, don't tell me Serrated Shiv works on illusions.
Radiant's middle tower
That I
is
don't
under
think so, because
attack.
it has got a cooldown. Right, it's something like a basher, right? That has a cooldown, so illusions can't proc it. Like any sort of passive item with a because there's no cooldown obviously on something like Chrysalis or Revenant's Brooch, right? That would be the thing. So I don't think Serrated Shiv does anything for the illusions. At least not in a broken sense.
Right. You never
But you never know.
You never know.
It's the new patch, baby.
Let's see. I'm just gonna click an illusion and hope it procs. Because that would be crazy.
There's no way.
There's no way.
That one.
There's no.
I don't think the illusions do any funky stuff with. Yeah, they're not proccing. Oh, duel time. He's going to win this duel with the help of Yopage.
Yeah, he's gonna win the duel. No.
Not going to get the bonus damage, but they do get the kill. And at this point, they're more than happy with that. A kill's a kill.
It's 4 kills back to back and a Roche. So about 6,000 gold going to Shopify, and we did say there's a chance that they win this game still with PL.
Oh, there is.
I don't think it's proccing. I'm gonna have faith that it will not proc.
Yeah, the Serrated Shiv I don't think does anything crazy for the illusions. But the Revenant's Brooch,
definitely does.
that does.
I wonder what BetBoom needs to do. I feel like it's just a matter of grouping together. Because the Roshan didn't feel like they were all on the same page. GPK just got bursted by himself, kind of in the river. And Miro gets caught alone top, so should basically just be BetBoom needs to find a way to group up in a cleaner way. Because they're still ahead. They're still up 10,000 gold.
Yep.
The game's still perfectly fine. Again, I don't think PL has hit his GG timing. I think that's still maybe one more item away. The Scotty that he has queued up is probably the scary, you know, gets him to this like 2.5k HP that he's actually too much health for the spells to deal with, and then it's scary, right? But we still have some time. To give BetBoom credit, even if he gets to this scary point, it is still one hero. And he is still hard countered. It's not a free PL game. They still have a lot of AoE damage. There's a long way to go for Shopify. Anything fun?
Yeah, we've got any other exciting new neutrals coming into play? Obviously, the enchantments varying across the board. But the base artifacts look to all be ones that you've seen before.
Yep.
Home apart from the Gale Guard, which surprisingly we just have the one of in this game after its popularity in that last game, and the Serrated Shiv.
The interesting thing that's actually cool is there's upgraded Philosopher Stones at this tier 3. So there's like a level 2 greedy, which is 100 GPM.
Radiant's bottom
So
tower is under attack.
supports might have a lot more gold coming into this patch.
See what they find at the start of this. Nothing. Shopify Rebellion avoid that completely. They were very close to getting caught. But as it were, BetBoom team not getting the opening onto that. Further items flying out here for Shopify Rebellion. Yo Patch, he's got the Aghanim's.
That's a big one.
So has that huge team fight setup. And comboing
Looks
that
like they're
in
smoking.
with the Wheel of Wonder from Hellscream. You got yourself a nice little team fight there.
The Wheel of Wonder.
Wheel of Wonder.
Not as broken as it used to be, but
No.
still a really solid spell. It's just good. If Yopaj gets some, 3-4-man pull,
Are scanning.
the fight can be awkward. It just does feel bad because I don't think BetBoom team's draft plays in a way that's going to
Is under attack.
make them get this 4-man pull. All their heroes are kind of independent in terms of where they're going to stand in the fight. You know, Earthshaker's going to go in by himself, Flesh is going to be kind of standing to the side, supports are all the way in the back line. It is a hard ass for Yopaj.
Radiant's middle tower
Scotty is now
under
finished.
attack.
He's getting his items. Yamato.
He's getting there.
Has to be a little bit of urgency, you'd imagine, from BetBoom team side. They're going to be...
Dyer's top
Ooh,
tower
tier 4s are coming out. Okay, some of these are really cool.
Okay.
I think there's actually a bunch of new tier 4s.
Let's have a look what we get.
So, waiting to see them be crafted. Shopify's not jungling yet. They're all locked into lanes.
So what's this we got here from Miro? The Magnifying Monocle.
Yeah, so this is kind of like Telescope, that it was cast range and attack range. But the attack range actually works for melee heroes too, which is pretty cool. I guess so. It doesn't work if you take damage from heroes, which is kind of strange, right?
Yeah, that seems like a really weird aspect to add to it. It's like, okay.
I think the idea of it is that you want to put in a support who's in the backline.
Sure.
I guess because it's not aura anymore. It's
No,
like a
it's
single
only
target.
for you. It's only for you.
Yeah, that's a bit strange. Okay, everyone's taking it though. Jakiro took it, Earthshaker took it, Beastman. We're wrong. It's broken.
Oh
Liz.
no, it's still good to see, but especially in an age where there aren't any other any other tiers cast range neutrals, right? This is the cast range neutral to have.
Shopify still does not have them made.
And the opening onto Scam, they're just going to drop down the Macropire for him. See if they can kill him off in time. And Scam surviving through this. Finally, he
Roll the
falls.
backline.
It's onto an illusion. Yamato is going to get a chance to run, but Pure jumps in. There's the Vortex from Yopaj. They're trying to keep himself. There's the Echo Slam. Goes off successfully from Pure. Yamato's gone. Yopaj to fall. Pakaz is dead. Scam brought back for this, but he cannot rectify the team fight. They are kind of stuck in there, but the Blink's back up for GPK. Jumps out onto Scam. It's a team wipe plus more as they kill off the 5 of them. Scam twice. And now BetBoom team can come running down the mid lane.
They're just hitting tier 4. GG, okay, GG.
Well, there we go.
That was an ending.
I guess this PL Revenant's Brooch isn't as broken as people say it is.
Yeah, guys,
it lost, Gunner.
Fix Roshan, please. What happened with Roshan?
Roshan?